Hey everybody, it's the Minister here with Kennebolson Ministries and KPOT Internet Radio Video. How you guys doing today? Man, it's been a while since I've done a video. I apologize. A lot going on in my head with this disease I have, which is RA. It has really put a weird damper on my life. I have to come to this conclusion that I will never be able to do for a living what I used to do. And now I've got to change up. And, I'm not going to say I'm always the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I'm also not the dullest spoon. But anyways, just to say, I'm sometimes a little slow at things. And I live a lot in my head right now about what's going on, and I have to make some decisions. But I'm back, and we're going to do another little segment of Growing with the Minister, literally and figuratively. So, but I've got these two plants that are growing right now, and they are actually Pineapple Express. I don't know. Maybe I let them go too long or whatever, but I'm just kind of experimenting with them because they're still actually making more flowers. And to me, it seems like they're not done yet flowering. Now, I had a Violator Kush, and that was done within 8-9 weeks. Now we're in like 11 weeks. And with these, no. Because these were a little later, actually, so I might be okay. I don't know. I'm new at this part of it. Some of these strains are different. I'm more into the shorter strains, the early girl type of flowering. So that's why I let these guys go a little bit, just to see what happens. And like I said, I noticed, you know what I mean? And I'll show you. I noticed, like this right here. See that? Okay. That is new growth. And when I seen that, I said, wait a minute. Well, should they be doing that like that? And I was like, I'm going to let it grow. I'm going to let these buds, these flowering points get denser, thicker, and they have been. So hopefully I'm doing it right. I really haven't read nothing up on it. But just continuously watering them. I quit giving them nutrition, other than maybe some molasses, and that's it. But that part of it, great. The Violator Kush come out really good. And, I had 2 plants. I got, about 3 OZs out of it, maybe. It was easy to do for that plant. Very easy to grow. It turned out really beautiful. These ones are purple. They're beautiful looking. They get some great colors. But I don't know. What are you owing about here? Who's doing dabs? No, get the fuck out of my dabs, dude. Yeah.
Can't make me do anything.
Did you guys do your little YouTube video?
No, not yet.
Of course you didn't.
We're about to. That'd be awesome too. You can't wait.
Well, tomorrow's Thanksgiving. For yous who celebrate Thanksgiving, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that do not. Certain religions. You might not be from America. Whatever. If you are, then have a good Thanksgiving. Be safe. But so the second part of Growing with the Minister, I guess we're gonna try to discuss information, media, what we get. How can we trust it? How do we know anything that is being told to us unless we are directly involved? How do we know that it's even true? I was having a really good discussion with my son Anthony, my oldest son, about China and some of the things he's learned about China. And I'm talking about mainland China because we did get into discussion a little bit about Hong Kong. But mainland China, there could be stuff going on in that country that we're not totally allowed any information on. From what I understand, in 2005, my son told me that there was an agreement or a contract signed by several search engine internet companies such as Yahoo that would not. They signed a contract or an agreement with China that they would not allow China's information to be leaked for them to look bad. Yeah. So that's crazy. It's fucking crazy. That we have companies here in America that could be siding with another country, so we're not getting real information. How much information do you think we really get that is informative or true? I bet you very little of it. Everything's propaganda anymore. Do we allow it to go on like this? Do we follow it? Or is it time that we separate ourselves, and start doing what we need to do to peacefully get rid of this entity that is running this world and seem to run it with no disregard to the masses such as ourselves? Or in that instance, we can say, with as much that we don't know, I don't even know what I'm talking about. It could be the exact opposite of what I see, I don't know. It could be with the information age that we're getting into. It is confusing. Our own politics here in our own country in America is just outrageously at a point of dualism with a line so finely drawn, but yet very defined. People are wanting to separate from each other on ideas of what we believe is evil or wrong. And I totally understand and I totally agree with it. We're only human. But we're at this weird transition in humanity that it's hard to fathom what's going on. It's hard to even process it within our own brains. And the only thing we can do is talk to each other about it, maybe find a real answer and a real solution. I don't know if that's possible, because it's really causing a strain on all of humanity. If you look at the news that's coming from other countries, and again, here we go with news we don't even know if it's real or not. We look at these other news, the other news that's coming from other countries, we see the same thing going on there also. And basically everything's about money. It's all about economy. Now, if we look at history and what has shown us when Nazi Germany was around, was not that whole situation about the economy. How bad the economy had gotten, right? And how they could do it, get it better. And so Hitler and the Nazi Party came about. And they started pointing fingers and blaming things and blaming people. And then, of course, history writes itself from there. And we've seen what had happened. Millions of people lost their lives. So, what can we do? Trust. Trust is the only thing that I can think of. We're going to have to trust it. We're going to have to trust that this information that's given to us is real. And is good enough at that time. Or do we organize? Do we organize to the point that where we can peacefully declare all governments of the world unfit? No, that's impossible.